right, all you night readers, how are you all doing today? Hope everybody's doing well tonight. It's good to see you all. I was off yesterday from the show, but I am back today. And tomorrow on the Tarot at 12 show, that's 12 o'clock Central, 1 o'clock Eastern. All right, 1 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock London, London, Ireland, and France and stuff like that time. It'll be 6 o'clock, right? So 6 o'clock there, 7 o'clock South Africa. Uh, 10:30 p.m. in India. So for all of you who can make it to the Modern Priscilla Tarot show called Tarot at 12, because she is Central Time, which is also 1 o'clock Eastern Time, I will be her special guest on her show tomorrow. So I thought you guys would like to know if you get a chance to see it. And I will be here my regular time tomorrow. I still will be doing my show as well. So I'll be doing my show, and then shortly after my show ends, her show begins. So sounds exciting, doesn't it? All right, let's get going. All right. How's everyone? So is everybody doing okay? Everybody had a nice day? Everybody had a good day without me. That's good. Ritz, do you know your future spouse, or is it going to be a completely new person? All right, so I believe this person is going to be someone who is very balanced emotionally. They're going to be very sympathetic, very generous, compassionate, and sensitive. Did I say sensitive already? No, I said sympathetic. That's what I said, right? Yeah, and sensitive. That's what I think. These are the that's how I think this person is going to be. I think that's what they're going to be like, right? Justice is telling you that things are going to be fair. Although it's not always right to think everything is going to be fair, right? Because things aren't always fair. But I do believe that, you have to be realistic when it comes to fairness or not being fair. And if things are not fair, then you're just going to have to figure out how to balance things out. The 7 of Wands says you're protecting yourself, right? You are defending yourself from something. You can see you're standing up here on the top of the hill, and you are getting ready to defend yourself with all the wands, shooting them down onto something down below you. You just don't know what that is yet. I think you are close to completing your journey, your search for this person. Yeah, I think you're searching. I still think you're searching for somebody. I really do. And I think, again, you're close to finishing that search, but I don't think it's someone you know. I think it's somebody that you're searching for. I think you're a little bit nervous about that. You feel like things might be a bit of an illusion or a it's just something, you're just a little bit afraid of it, I think. I really do. And I think you don't need to worry about it nearly as much as you expect. You really don't need to worry about it so much. But things will be all right. Things will be okay with the person you meet. It's going to be someone completely new, I think. Someone you do not know. All right, so let us see what else we got going on. Hello, Yvonne and Lisa and Charlie Bear and Amethyst. Sailor Moon, Anya and Jenna and Yvonne. Oh, I said Yvonne already. Yvonne, you're in 2 spots, sorry. Bayleaf. Jesse Angel Chanel. And Anya. Did I say Anya? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I don't remember. All right, Lisa. Can you have a reading, please? So, general reading for you, please. So I think you are in a situation that you just can't get out of right now, right? You're in a way with your life right now that you really can't get out of. You can't get past it. You can't untie yourself from it. And it shows up in both cards here, right? You're stuck here. You can't move. You can't go anywhere. And you're stuck here. You're tied up or tied down, whichever. And you can't move. So that just, makes it doubly important that you realize that things are not in your control. Now, I think your family is happy not with that, but I think they're happy in general. I think things are happy generally in the big family picture, right? I do see several of you here, everybody having a good time and laughing and being happy. I don't think they realize that you're feeling this way, that you're feeling tied down. They don't realize you want to just escape. You want to run away, right? You want to run away from things. And I think if you do run away, well, then, you will not find out the answers to what is going on. The Three of Swords says you're very hurt. You've had a lot of pain and a lot of loss, a lot of heartbreak go on recently. And now you just want to move on. You just want to move forward. And that's, that would be great, but it's not easy. It's not easy to move forward when you really haven't put the issues back into the past. And I think that's part of the problem. So, all right. That's what I see for you, Lise. That is what I see. right, Chanel Almond. This new guy is showing me what it is to be loved. What is coming up for us as a couple next month? All right. What is coming up for the two of you as a couple next month? Let us see. Let's see what we get here for you. Jen's World, Snickerdoodles, how are you all? Please don't forget, subscribe, right? Subscribe. Just like right there. What do you have to look forward to as a couple next month? Well, the High Priestess is all about mystery, right? It's about that veil of mystery, using your intuition. Use your intuition. Use that gut feeling. All right. You got to use your gut feeling. You have to know if things are feeling right with this guy or not feeling right. I know that you've been a little bit tentative with things. And I know that you've been kind of, not 100% into it, I guess, because you're a bit afraid that things are not as good as they seem to be. I can understand that. The Ten of Cups does tell me, though, that, this guy seems to be all about safety and well-being and harmony and love and family. But the intuition is important. The Five of Pentacles. Oh, the Five of Pentacles, right? You're left out in the cold. You're out here by yourself. You're insecure. You feel like you're in pain, right? But you're not. I don't think you feel that way at all anymore. I think you're feeling less and less and less of that all the time, right? This is how things were in the beginning. You figured, okay, he's going to get up to use the restroom one time and never come back. He is going to run off. And that's how it's going to be. Hey, Zara. And I think now this is becoming less and less. You can kind of see that it's less and less because look how much further away you are in this than the other cards, the other Five of Pentacles that we've used in the past. Remember, no matter what, no matter how bad things get, you always have a friend. You always have that friend out there. Somewhere out there is that friend. Now, I think this guy and this new guy, we'll call him this time. This new guy is very passionate. All right? I think he's very passionate. I think he's very energetic. I think he's not somebody who says as much as he does, right? He's a doer, not a sayer. That makes sense, right? Here in the United States, we have, I think you're in the United States. I'm not positive, Chanel. I don't remember. Because I know at some point there was a name change and I can't remember, darn it, what the old name used to be, but that's okay. I think you're in the United States. If you're not, that's okay. You'll get a little United States history or a little lesson here quick. The state Missouri, which is right in the middle of the country, kind of mid-south, I would say. It's like mid-south. And it is known as, every state has a motto, right? Like I'm in New Jersey, we are called the Garden State because we have a lot of gardens, right? So Missouri is known as the Show Me State because people, and it goes along with, yes, it's show me something. Don't tell me about it. Talk is cheap, right? But actually showing me what's going on or showing me how you feel is much more and a much stronger gesture than just telling me, right? You can tell someone you love them all day long. It's words, right? It's just words. But if you do something for that person that really shows love, then that's a much stronger gesture. And I think that's what this guy's like, you know. I really think that's what he's like. The world tells me you are very close to completing your initiation with him. Basically, you are doing the best you can to, you've been doing the best you can to kind of shut him out, really, right? You've really kind of been doing all you could do to keep yourself defended and keep yourself from getting hurt. But I think you're very close to stopping that. And I think when you get to that end, and you're when you are done being that little bit of distant, that little bit of cold to him, I think you'll feel really good. I think you'll feel like things will work out with this guy. All right. It's been a few weeks now. You've given him, you've let him know that you're interested, and that's good. But you've also kind of given him the idea that, hey, you're not really, completely comfortable with things. And I think every time you see him and talk to him, you let that guard down a little bit more. And eventually it'll be gone. It'll be flat. And that'll be it. And I think you're getting close to that. And I think next month it will be. That's how it will be. And I think next month is going to be a wonderful month for this relationship. I think it's going to move forward in a very good way. How does that sound? Sounds exciting. I know. So, that was nice. That was a nice reading for you, Chanel. You're still not going to give it up, are you? You're not going to tell me what the old name used to be. And I can't remember for the life of me. I'm going to have to go back now, search through all my old shows, find the person with the picture that kind of looked like you, because it did. I knew the picture. And then I'm going to have to see what the old name was. And then you'll end up changing it again. I don't know why. All right. Well, Jesse Angel, what are the biggest changes for you and your boyfriend coming up next month? Someone at the bottom of the chat was asking me, how do I get on the list? There is no list. Questions, all you do is post your question in the comments, And I choose questions randomly. And like it says at the top, donations take priority and guarantee a reading. Okay. I hope you can read that, right? Can you read it? There, now you can. Maybe I need to make that a different color. White wasn't good, and I thought black was too boring. So I went back to yellow, but maybe yellow is not a good color either. Maybe it needs like a reddish. I don't know. I have to see. I have to figure it out. So, what are the biggest changes for you and your boyfriend next month? I think next month there is going to be something you do that is going to make you feel really confident in your relationship. You'll have a lot of support because of it, a lot of support. And I think you will really be recognized for the good job that you did and the good things that are happening in your life. The Nine of Pentacles tells me all about, again, success. I have all kinds of, there's success here and success here. And that is those are very important things. And those are very big deals. So, success in 2 cards back to back. It was before, just like when I told Lisa, she had 2 cards that were kind of talking about her being tied down and stuck in a position she didn't want to be in. And it's 2 cards right next to each other. That just doubles up the feeling of that. And this doubles up the feeling of your successful relationship. I see where you feel very satisfied in the relationship you have. You are happy, not just on the outside, but on the inside. The King of Cups tells me, again, this person that you're with is your boyfriend is very, very emotionally balanced, very sympathetic and generous to you. I think he's a bit indecisive, though. I think, when he makes a decision, he kind of rocks back and forth here a little bit, and he's not sure which way to go. You're fulfilled for sure, huh? I don't even want to know what that means exactly, but that's okay. I know you're happy, that's for sure. The High Priestess, again, is telling me that you have to use your intuition. You have to use your intuition. Your intuition will give you great input and will make you feel like you really have a handle on what's going on inside if you listen to it. I think next month is going to be a month of patience and understanding that things may not happen all of a sudden. Things are not going to be super fast, super wonderful, everything like that now. But I got to tell you, it doesn't mean things are not happening. It doesn't mean things are not happening. It's just telling me that, you have to move forward. You have to keep moving forward. Even if the things you want to happen in October don't happen in October, you still have to move forward, right? Because there's always November. There's always November. So keep that in mind. So, all right. That's what I get for you, Jess. Is there anything major, big changes? I don't see any big changes. I didn't get anything that told me you're going to be pregnant, unfortunately. And I know that's what you were looking for. I know that's what you're looking for. Yep. But you're moving towards your goals, and that's what you got to do. There you go. Exactly right. You're moving towards your goals, and that is the way to go. Everybody has to work on patience. Patience is not something that everybody, honestly, I don't think anybody is actually born with patience. I don't think so. I'll tell you this. I have 3 kids, right? I have 3 children. And and one of them is the most patient child in the world. One of them is the most patient kid I've ever met in my life. But not one single child ever that I've seen born or heard of being born or anything like that, ever, when it was time to be born, said, you know what? I'm being patient. I'm going to wait another month. I'll wait here for another month. Don't worry about me. I'm patient. Right? Nobody is born patient. It's a very difficult learned skill. Right? I don't have that virtue. I am not virtuous, I guess. Right? Patience is a virtue. But yeah. That's my take on patience and being born that way. Jen. Just want to say thank you. Thank you very much for your generous donation. I do appreciate it. And of course, that moves you up to priority and gets your question answered right away. I'm glad you're here. It's good to have you back again. I'm glad to see so many, so many people who have just started coming to the show recently that keep coming back. And of course, my faithful group of people that come every single night. I always appreciate you guys being here. And then new people like Huono Whoop. Welcome to the Knight Reader family, the Knight Reader Tarot family. Please do me a favor and subscribe. Also, hit the notification bell so you can get those notifications. You'll see I'm here twice a day, every single day. I send out daily tarot tips. And you'll see all the other things that are going on in the Knight Reader Tarot land. In the Tarot Days and Nights show, right? Tarot Days and Nights. Just like up there. Cool. Awesome. So Jen, did T lead you on? T is someone who had a lot of potential. T really had a lot of potential and really held on tight to that new passion that was there. I think T had a lot, there was a lot of potential. And I know, again, I've got potential in both of these aces. This is emotional potential, and this is energy and new passion potential. So I think T had these things in the beginning. I think so. I think T was someone who was dependable. I think T was someone who had a good message for you. I think T was a good talker. I think he had a lot to say and really told a good story, a good message. You felt in the very beginning like your life was being restored, like things were being renewed for you, right? And you have a whole lot of restoration and relief here. And it's funny because if you look over here, of course, we have the 4 of Swords, and that's the 4 R's: rest, renew, relax, and feel relieved. So you have relief and relief. You have new potential and new potential. So I don't know that he led you on so much. It's just that I think he, once the two of you really kind of got to know each other for a little bit, I think T just decided it was not for them. I don't think T believed it was for them. This relationship, and not all relationships work out, and maybe you just were not the cup of tea. That was bad. But now I just don't know if I don't know. I don't know what else to tell you. I don't think you were led on. I just think things didn't work out. I just don't think that you were, according to T, I don't think you were compatible. If you asked T this same question, did you lead me on, T? I think T would say, no, I didn't lead you on. I just don't think we were compatible. I think that's it. I don't think there was any malice involved. I don't think there was anything, like that. I just think that it was, just bad. Just not the connection, right? Just didn't have that love connection. Didn't have that relationship connection. All right, general reading, Yvonne. Yvonne, I saw a post the other day that you were watching a certain movie. I won't say what movie because I don't want to, I only see stuff because it's posted on Facebook. I wouldn't put anything out here. I wouldn't tell anybody things if anybody ever tells me anything privately. That doesn't get spoken about. But if you put it on Facebook, well, it's out there for everyone. And so I saw that you were watching a movie the other day, and I was thinking to myself, we've had many discussions here, right on the show, right in the public, about your health problems and how sad and bad you feel about them. And then I saw what movie you were watching, and I'm thinking to myself, my goodness, this poor girl just wants to bawl her eyes out for a week. What is she getting on with here? And then I had to laugh for a second because I felt bad. I was like, oh my gosh. I think right now you're frustrated, Yvonne. I think you are completely frustrated. Hey, CM, welcome. Thanks for being here. The Three of Wands tells me you're searching, right? You are searching for the answers. You're searching for the answers to do with your health issues that are going on, and you want to know, what should you do? You have surgery that has been offered to you, right? You've been told that's what you need. You need this specific surgery of whatever sort it is. And you love that movie though, huh? Yeah. It'll make you cry though. I heard. I've never seen it, honestly. I can honestly tell you I never saw the movie, but I've always heard that it is a real tearjerker. Leah, I'm doing well. Thank you, Leah Maria, for asking. So that's great. I'm glad you like. Hey, you know what? I'm glad you like the movie. I'm glad you enjoy it, and that's good. I was just thinking to myself, oh my gosh, you're never going to stop crying after that movie. But I think you are. I think you're searching for what should you do, right? What's right there? Where am I going to get the strength to do this? Where, is this going to be successful? Where is the part of me that I have lost? And the thing is, I think it's very close. I think it's like right here, right? Like here's your hat. Here would be your wizard's hat. And I think it's like very close to you. You just don't realize it because it's on the other side of that desk and you don't see it. And I think that's what you're looking for. The Lovers, as always, tells me that you, yeah, well, that's true. It is true, Yvonne. You and your partner are very, very close. And, even when you think you can't get any closer, you guys are. You really are. And it's here as well, which is great because, again, here we go with double cards with the same meaning right next to each other. You've got the Lovers and you've got this very strong emotional love connection, a soulmate connection. This is about soulmates and this is about soulmates. So, what does that tell you? It just tells you how strong things really are between the two of you. And that's wonderful. Those are wonderful things to have. I think things are coming to completion. Again, I think you are getting close to the end of something. I think you are coming to a point where you are ready to achieve something and finish it and then move on to something new. And, well, that's where you are. And that's where things stand right now. I'm still thinking though, when, with this whole searching for something, I still am thinking that a second opinion is the way to go. Just saying it, just putting it out there. But I say that to anybody who's having some type of surgical procedure or is asked to have a surgical procedure of any sort. I think it's a good idea to always get a second opinion. Always, always. Yeah, sometimes you need a good cry to release the pain and stress. And you know what? I'll tell you, I was watching a show on Netflix the other day, and it was a series. It was like 1 hour long shows. They were about an hour long each. And I was watching them. And there were some situations in there that were like family situations where people were being separated from their family and stuff. And I'll tell you, by the end of the show, I was bawling my eyes out at the end of just one episode. I was thinking, oh my gosh. So, of course, I had to watch the second episode. That didn't help any. That did not help any either. But I wasn't even expecting it. I think at least you, knowing, I'm sure you've seen that movie before, no doubt, right? So I would be willing to say you already knew what you were in for. You kind of knew. Right, Anya? Anya, it's nice to have you here. Your dad has a meeting tomorrow with the consultant that canceled his operation. Can he be convinced to change his mind? Remember these words, Anya. I didn't say them, but they just remember. Bribery is the best policy. Just saying. Just saying. You want him to change his mind, right? It's very funny that you say about changing his mind. Because here, of course, right at the end, we have the 10 of Wands, which is all about carrying a heavy burden and having a lot on your mind. Right? And I think your dad has that. I think he has a lot on his mind right now. I think he's going to need your strength. He's going to need your help. He's going to need your strength, and things are going to feel, you're going to feel that. I think tomorrow when he goes for the consultation, he's going to, when it's over with, he is going to be ready to get out of there in a hurry, no matter what happens, because I think he's mentally stressed. I think he's mentally exhausted, right? Again, I think he's carrying a lot on his mind. A lot of things are weighing on his mind. You can see it, right? You can see that here. This is a very good, clear card to show you when something is burdening you and it weighs on your mind, and that shows you very clearly. I think he is hoping for this to happen, right? He's ready, kind of ready for a little bit of a fight if he has to be. Not like a physical fight, of course, but I mean, I think he's ready to stand up for himself and tell them, hey, I need this surgery. Why can't we just get it done? Let's get the operation done. Finally, it's been canceled before too many times, and now I need it. I think things will move forward. I think it may be slow. I think things may happen, moderately, very moderately, in moderation. And again, it comes down to patience. He's going to have to be a little bit patient. I think the guy may change his mind to a point, but I think it's going to be where it's just, where he says, yeah, we'll do the operation, but not for another 6 months or something to that effect. I'm not saying exactly that, but I mean, it's going to be something to that effect. It may not be exactly what your dad wants to hear, but it will be something moving in the right direction. And again, it will be moving in a forward, moving forward, which is his future, right? When you move forward, that's your future. When you move backwards, well, that's going to the past, and that's not what we want. So that's what I think is going to happen tomorrow, Anya. I don't know if you're able to go with him or if you are going with him or not, but I do believe that's exactly what's going on. Good night, Yvonne. It's always nice to have you here. Thank you. Thanks for being here. Yeah, Anya, you've never seen him solo. No, I understand. I absolutely understand. And I see, I see where that 10 of wands there at the end definitely very clearly shows. That's a great card for showing things weighing on your mind. So Charlie Bear, I'm looking at your question. I see it. Tomorrow, right? Tomorrow you have a job interview. Not just next week, but tomorrow, is it not? I thought that's what we said. Maybe though. Okay, and I'm only going to say this once because maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was Tuesday, but I'm almost positive you told me we were talking about Monday last time we talked about this. You're welcome, Anya. I'm glad to do it for you. Always glad to do a reading. You're driving him and your mom to the meeting. Oh, that's good. I'm glad she's able to go too. I'll tell you what, I think that's going to be extremely helpful. So that will be very, very helpful. Like I said, we had strength here at the end, right? Right before the burdens card, the 10 of wands, you had strength. And I think strength is going to be just what your dad needs. He's going to need your strength. He's going to need her strength as well. It's good that she's there. I wasn't sure. I've never heard you mention her before, Anya. So I was not sure what that story was. If she was in the picture, if she was, if she had passed away or what. But now that you've mentioned her, I'm very glad that she'll be there. That's a really good thing. All right. So you have, So you have two interviews, one tomorrow and one on Friday. 3 for one job. 3 interviews for one job. Oof. Yuck. Oh, I'll tell you, retirement feels so good every time somebody asks me about a job reading. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But I do. My being retired feels so much better. I think you feel like you're going to, after you go to the first interview, once you go to the first interview, I think you're going to feel like you're tied to this job. Like you can't say no. Even if they're not offering anything wonderful, if it's just, kind of ordinary pay and not a whole lot of it, And the job is, you can do the job, but it's not going to be super wonderful. I think you're going to feel very tied to it because that's what's going to happen in the interview. They're going to talk you through the whole thing and all, and you're going to, yeah, with them. And it's going to end up being, they're going to think you're definitely in, and you're going to feel bad if you say no. Right? I think so. I think you're going to feel bad if you say no. The Ace of Swords tells me that you are going to, you're going to speak very well during this interview, right? You have a lot of things you're going to say and ask, and you are going to be very clear about what you want. Now, I don't guarantee, I can't guarantee they're going to give you what you want. And like I said, I still think you're going to feel a bit stuck in the situation, but you are going to be very clear about what you want, and you will defend yourself if necessary. Again, not physically, but I don't think you're going to fight the guy or the woman who's interviewing you. But yeah, all right, come on, I'll take you, right? But yeah, it is going to be a good thing, and I think you are ready for that. I think you have a lot to say. I think you're ready to back it up. I think you will have business. I think you'll have success in this business if you just really do decide to take it, and you take it for the right reasons. Then you'll be very successful in that business for now. At least for now, until you get your real dream job that you are going for, right? That you're really going to be looking for eventually. Things will seem very fair of course, because that's how it has to be. Things have to be fair. Things have to be, they just have, that's just the way things go, right? That's the way things have to go, because there's rules. There's rules when it comes to hiring people. And I got to imagine in Ireland, there are rules over there too for you guys. So I think there will be some kind of rules, and that's of course all about justice. And that's why things will be fair. There will be that balance and questioning. And again, you'll have your chance to have your say about the things that you want to say. All right. Thank you so much. I think things are going to go all right. That's what I think the energy is, though. I think the energy is going to be okay. I think it's going to be, again, you're going to get your chance to speak and to put out your information, right? You put out the information you want to tell them, and you also put out their information that you want to know. Make sure you ask all the questions you want to ask, and make sure, anything that you want, you tell them, hey, this is what I want. This is what I want, and I can't do, okay, well, this is how much the job's paying. Well, this is how much, or when they say to you, what do you want to, how much money do you want to start at, right? What is your starting salary? That's it. I was trying to think how, my goodness, it's been so long ago since I did hiring. What's your starting, what starting salary are you looking for? And when they ask, be, honest, and, add money to it, of course, because then you can negotiate down to where you really want to be. I'm not saying lie, but hey, your time, and you are worth money. You are worth it. You're worth the time. You're worth that money. So whoa, no. Hi, can you tell me what's going on between me and Kay? Because I had a dream about him, and he popped up in my city, and You don't even know him personally. You've only seen him perform in concert. At a concert. Wow. So this is somebody who's famous? Is this a very famous person, Wuno? You're welcome, Charlie Bear. You are welcome. Good luck to you tomorrow. Good luck on step number 1. And then we'll talk more during the week for the other steps, right? And we'll see how the energy is for the rest of the interviews. Now get a good night's sleep. It's late over there. It's 10 minutes to midnight. All right, what's going on between you and Kay? Because you had a dream about him and he popped up in your city. You don't know him. You've only seen him at a concert. All right, so first you thought you were tripping. Whoa. Were you tripping? Were you? Could that be a possibility? I don't think so. I don't think so. I just think, you know what? There's a lot of things going on right now in your life. I think you have a lot of things happening. And, you know, just when you have a lot of stuff going on, you know, it's not easy to sleep. And you have that right here, right? You see this here. This is all about bad sleep and nightmares and things happening, right? Things happening at night. You can't get a good sleep. I know, it's real clear right there. How do you get a good sleep on a night on a bed of swords like that? You don't. So you have bad dream. You have a bad dream, or you have a good dream that's happy. All right, it could be a dream that's happy, but it's not a restful dream. It's not a dream that makes you feel rested. I think you just need to move on from this dream. I don't really know that there is any connection right now between you and Kay. I think you just need to move forward, shut the door, and keep on going. Right? You're just a bit frustrated that things are not, things aren't as easy as they should be because there's so much going on. And again, you're not getting enough sleep, so you are tired. This frustration is due to tiredness. The Knight of Swords swoops in, right, real fast, a real fast knight. The fast-moving knight, the Knight of Swords, thinking, hey, everything is great. And, that person, the Knight of Swords, you, is bent on something. You are bent on this, I think. Thinking that you have this connection with Kay, and I just don't think it's there. I think you're just, it's just a dream. That's all it really is. You're going to have to be, you're just going to have to realize that that's kind of what it'll be, right? It's funny you say that about your mind racing, because yes, the Nine of Swords is honestly that it is all about that. It's all about sleeplessness, anxiety, nightmares, but also racing, your mind racing, being very overactive. That's the word I usually use, right? Your mind is being very overactive. And well, there's nothing more than an overactive mind is the same as having your mind racing. And that's what's going on. So I just think it was what it was. It was just one of those dreams that seemed extremely real. And well, that's what happened with it. All right. Jenna, are you still around? Are you still around, Jenna? Please let me know. Thank you for being here, by the way, Wono. There you go. That's all right. But I do appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. And I thank you for subscribing. So, Jen, are you still around? If so, I'll do your reading. If not, I'm going to move on to someone else. Well, I'll give you a minute. I will give you a minute to think about it, to think about whether or not you're here. You may or may not be. Anya, I had a wonderful time yesterday, by the way. I saw, you know what? I was so much thinking about your dad and your mom, and I saw where you wrote your mom is a rock. She is so strong and very ready to fight verbally. But yeah, and then I saw that you did ask how things went yesterday for me, and I did. I had a wonderful day. We had a good time. It was very nice. I got to see family members that I haven't had a whole lot of chance to see. My daughter was not able to make it. My younger son was able to make it, him and his fiance, she's also pregnant. So yeah, I did see them, which was great. Emily Rosa, are you around still? There you are, Emily Rosa. Look at that. You ask and I get answered right away. How has S felt since you've been out of his life? How has S felt since you have been out of his life? Let us see what we get for you. Tarot Goddess, how are you? Gita, welcome back in. It's good to have you here. Thanks for coming in. Zena, how you doing? Late to the party tonight. What's going on? You're usually early. I'm going to give you guys a real quick reminder while I am looking over the cards here. Tomorrow, 12 o'clock Central, 1 o'clock Eastern time, because I do everything Eastern time. I will be on Modern Priscilla Tarot's show. So, something to keep in mind. All right. If you guys want to come on over, we're going to be doing a collaboration on her show. Again, her show is called Tarot at 12 because it's at 12 o'clock Central time, 1 o'clock Eastern. And I hope to see you guys there. That'll be 6 o'clock over in England and Ireland and stuff, places like that. So hopefully I will get to see you. You guys double readings, right? She does part, I do part, and we just combine the whole thing, combine it all into one reading together. And usually, they are good readings that way. I enjoy doing them like that. We have a good time when we do those. So, your question, Emily, was, and I just had it right there. There it is. How has S felt since you've been out of his life? And I think S has felt like he has to come up with a new plan for his life. I think S really feels like he has to have a new plan. He just feels like he's in competition now with everyone. He really feels in competition. Like, just there's conflict everywhere. He tries to make things a priority and it doesn't work out for him. It's not working out the way he wants. And, unfortunately, that's a tough thing. That's tough So I'm willing to say, he is missing the relationship that you guys had for at one point, right? It's kind of obvious to me that you had a relationship at one point, and after you split it off, I think, Emily. Now, yeah, he's kind of looking for his way, right? He's very wayward. He doesn't know where to go. He's kind of just passing through life, not knowing where to go. The Knight of Swords again tells me how he's doing things as fast as he can. He's just jumping into things left and right, and he has no idea what he's doing. He has no plan. And if you jump into things and have no plan, things go badly. Things go really badly. And I think that's where he's at right now, right? The Five of Swords is showing me that there is, he's feeling that conflict in his mind. He's feeling like his mind is playing tricks on him or playing games with him. Not tricks, really. It's not like he's seeing things, but he's got like mind games going on. He's playing mind games with himself. Oh, I'm not good enough for people. He's almost feeling bad for himself. I'm not good enough for anybody. I think things should have stayed how they were because I thought everything was okay. I didn't think there was any problems. I didn't think right? Didn't think there was all these issues. And I think now he feels like there's these mind games going on in his own head. And all he wants to do is get back to having this happy life with family and friends and feeling like things are growing in a good way. So, yeah, Aquarius, Pisces, you're right. That is everybody at some point. I know it does sound like everybody at some point, but unfortunately, this is S at this point right now. Hey, Bountiful Sea Turtle from Florida. How are you? Haven't heard from you in ages, it seems like. That's what I get for you, Emily Rosa. Thank you so much. I do appreciate your question. All right. I have time for one more question, unless I get donations in. Like I said, donations take priority and guarantee a reading. So if you donate, I do stay around to guarantee that reading. So, Narwhal Paste, I am coming to you. May I ask, who is the man I'm going to end up marrying? Hey, Christian Dior, nice to have you. It is good to have you here. Leah Maria, yeah, it's just, you just post questions in the comments. You post your question in the comment one time, and then I choose all my questions randomly. And like I just said, donations take priority and guarantee your reading. So I do appreciate you subscribing. That's for sure. Make sure you get those notifications so you can see that I'm here every day, twice a day, 11:30 a.m. and 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. And I also send out daily tarot tips every morning. Well, every morning my time, 9 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time. I send them out every single day. Who is the man you're going to end up marrying? Well, so I think this man is going to be someone who is long distance. I think they are going to be someone who is far away right now. I don't think they're going to be close to you. I think they're going to... donation information is either scrolling down the bottom of the screen or it's in the show description, Bountiful Sea Turtle. Thank you for asking. Yeah. So I think this person is going to be someone who is a long distance relationship, or maybe an online relationship, because that could be a long distance also. I think it's someone who is holding on to something. This person is really holding on to something that they just can't let go, but they are going to realize that if they want to move forward, then they will have to let go. They're not going to have a choice. The Empress tells me things will grow quickly. Things will grow quickly. The relationship can move forward, but again, it's going to be something that, it'll move forward, and it'll move forward pretty fast. It's going to go from just something casual to something more serious, and much quicker than expected. I do see that whole feeling of soulmates. That's the word I'm looking for, right? Soulmates, and that whole trust thing. I think there's going to be a lot of trust between the two of you. I think you'll have that whole love connection thing going on, and that'll be great. That'll be wonderful, right? You just have to make sure that things are always fair, that things are always balanced between the two of you, right? Now, you can lean on each other for that. You lean on each other for things like that. If you, if you're strong at something, then this man might not be so strong at it, and you work together for that. And the opposite, right? If you're not strong at something and he turns out to be very strong in it, well, then again, you use that. You lean on each other. Now, you haven't had communication yet, and that's okay, because again, I do see that this is some type of a longer term relationship. So I do think things are good. I think things will be okay. This is the type of man I think I see that you will be with. And like I said, I think it's someone who is not real close to you right now, right? There is a distance between you. They're holding on to something, though, from that's going on now or from their past. And I think this person is going to find out really quick that they need to let go of whatever it is if they want to move forward. Okay? Jenna, did you miss your turn? Well, yes. I was all set to do your question, and I asked several times, are you here? If you're here, I was going to do your question, and you weren't here. Is he from your past? No, he is not from your past. He is not from your past, Narwhal. All right. Bountiful Sea Turtle, what was your question? I do appreciate your donation. And Anya, I appreciate your donation as well. Thank you so much for being generous. All right, Bountiful Sea Turtle, I know you're typing frantically. Your question, right? I will do one more. I'll do one more. I'll do yours, Jenna. I know you were asking. Okay. Maybe I should have thought twice. I'm just going to tell you now ahead of time, I get embarrassed very easily. I don't usually talk about things that are embarrassing because that's just me. And so I'm already a bit red in the face, and I can feel my ears starting to burn. But That's okay. I'll be having a hot flash by the time I'm done. Is it a good idea to get intimate for the first time with my boyfriend, Caleb, next month? You're a Virgo. He's a Libra. Your birthdays are, you just had one and he's having his tomorrow. You guys are going to be 22 years old. You just turned 22. He's going to be 22 tomorrow. I'm not even going to ask questions because, again, I get embarrassed too easily to even ask questions about such things. When you say first time, is this first time? All right, I have to ask. Is this first time with Caleb or is this first time ever? Are we talking ever first time or Caleb first time? It's just got to know that part of it just so I can, because there is a bit of this that I am trying to see. All right, and Bountiful Sea Turtle. Ah, there it is. I see your question about your daughter. Cool. Yeah, I will definitely get that. All right, I think Caleb is very good for you emotionally. I think he's a very sympathetic and generous person. See you later, CM. I think he's a generous person. I think he's sympathetic. But I think he's indecisive. I don't think he knows exactly what he wants to do. I think he just wants to be happy with your relationship, no matter what happens. Good, whether things like that happen or not happen. I think he's a little frustrated. I do get the feeling that maybe he's pushed this a little bit on you, kind of been pushing this. I think he feels very confident in himself, and now he's trying to take the initiative to do something more than he should. Maybe he's overstepping a little bit. But I do think there's a lot of things going on in your life and in your lives. And that is, that's why this may not be a really good time. I mean, you're talking about the whole month of next month. Is there maybe a time next month that may be a good idea? Well, sure, maybe. But right now, I would say now through the first week to 10 days of October probably is not a good time, only because there's a lot of things going on all at once. And, maybe this isn't the time for something like that. But maybe if you wait later on into the month, further along, then maybe that would be okay then. All right, Jenna. That's what I see for you. That's what I'm getting. All right. So, all right. Bountiful Sea Turtle. Thank you so much for donating. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate your generosity. And like I said, you too, Anya, I always appreciate your generosity. And Jen, you too as well tonight. Thank you for donating. So all right, let's see what we get here. Is your daughter's new beau the one? Is he the one? Is he the one? All right, let's see what we get. Let us see what we get. I won't ask you about it until afterwards, but then I have 2 quick questions for you. But I don't want to know them ahead of time because I don't want it to influence my reading. I don't need it to influence my reading, actually. I got the Lovers right here in the middle. What a great spot. The center piece of the reading is all about the Lovers, and that tells you an awful lot about this relationship, doesn't it? So the Page of Cups tells me that your daughter and her new beau, I think they're a bit introverted. I think they enjoy being home and staying home. You know, if they had the choice between going out to dinner and seeing a movie out, or staying home and making dinner together and then watching a movie on, wherever, on TV or whatever it is, I think they would always choose stay home and make the dinner and watch the movie together at home more quicker than going out and doing stuff. I just don't think they like change. I think they're kind of set in their ways right now, but I think their relationship is very romantic. I think they have that romantic feel to the two of them. I think I think he is very compassionate towards her. I'd be willing to say they really work well together. They have a good plan for their future. There's a lot of potential. And like I said, they work really well together. You've got the Lovers, and the Lovers is all about that love, that strong love connection, that soulmate connection, and all the trust that goes along with it. The Hermit says, in times when one of them is on their own, when they're home alone or whatever, or one of them, they're not together. When they're not together, I think they really take time to reflect on their relationship to see exactly what it is that's going to work and what works the best and how to make things better that way and what to do with it. And I think that helps, right? Because again, that all goes back to part of the whole planning idea. The whole idea of planning is, soul searching and reflecting on things, taking some time for yourself and thinking about how to make things how to keep things going and make things better all the time. Good night, Anya. The Eight of Swords does tell me, though, occasionally your daughter feels like she is, she's a bit tied down, right? She is a bit stuck in a spot that's not always happy for her. So, and I think that's kind of why he takes so much time to try to think of ways to make the relationship better, because sometimes he can tell that she's not really comfortable in a situation. Maybe, she's just maybe not feeling good about it, or feeling, it's just not her. That's not for her. Something's not for her. Something they're doing isn't really making her happy. But she feels like she has to do it because he wants to do it. And well, she does it. And that's the way it goes, right? That is the way things go. But I do think he could definitely be the one. The Lovers is clearly telling me there's all that love and trust, a very secure relationship, and being soulmates. So he could definitely be the one. The new beau could be the one. All right, Bountiful Sea Turtle, thank you. I do appreciate that. And again, I appreciate your generosity. So remember, all my readings are for entertainment purposes only, and donations take priority. They guarantee a reading. Let me take one last look, see if I have anything else coming in. Let's see what we've got. Nope, I don't see anything else right now. No. So. All right. Nope, nothing else. Okay. So, what were my two questions? My two questions were, do you think he's the one, or is this your daughter really wants to, your daughter thinks he's the one and you just really want to know? Or, and, you know, do you have reservations about this person? Those are my two questions. Do you really feel that he's the one for her? Or is she telling you she thinks he's the one and you just want to know if she's seeing it correctly? And then my other question, of course, was, do you have reservations about him? Those were my questions. So, you think he might be the one. She thinks he is too. She thinks he's too handsome to be the one. Oh, that's funny. So if we ask her, is he the one? She's gonna say, "Oh no, I need an ugly guy. I need an ugly guy. Send me an ugly guy." Oh, trust issues because he's so handsome. Well, you know, hey, what's that song? If you want to be happy for the rest of your life, never make a pretty woman your wife. Take it from my personal point of view, get an ugly girl to marry you. I don't say that. My wife is wonderful and beautiful. I think. According to me, she is, that's for sure. Doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. And, you know, that's for your daughter too. She's just going to have to, she'll have to deal with her eye candy, with her own eye candy. All right. That's good. As long as you don't have anything against him or any type of real reservations, I think it'll be perfectly fine. Even if he is very handsome. That's funny. Very, very funny. Well, maybe she did win him in a raffle. How much did she pay? How much do you pay for a ticket for that raffle, right? I know all the single ladies are asking, "Oh, I want to be in that raffle." You think he's a good guy. All right. Well, that's what you need. That's all she needs to know. She needs to know that her mom approves. That's all. All right. What's that? What's that saying? What's that commercial? Parent tested, parent approved. All right, maybe not the tested part. That didn't go right. Just parent approved. Whoops. She's quite a catch. There you go. That's nice. That's very nice of you to think such things and say such things. I always say that too. I know. I don't say anything bad about my kids either because I think they're wonderful. I think they're all good kids. So, but all right. I am done for the evening. I appreciate everybody being here. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all the likes and for the new subscribers. I appreciate it. Anya and Bountiful Sea Turtle and Jen, thank you for being generous and donating. Again, I do appreciate that. And I will see you all tomorrow morning at 11:30. Right? We'll do 11:30. Yeah, 11:30 tomorrow morning here for the regular show. And then less than a half hour after my show ends, we will be on the Modern Priscilla show, Modern Priscilla Tarot show, Tarot at 12 o'clock Central, 1 o'clock Eastern. So my show ends at 12:30 Eastern-ish, and hers starts a half hour later at 1 o'clock Eastern, 12 o'clock Central. It's called Tarot at 12, and she is Modern Priscilla Tarot. So I hope to see a lot of you who come out to the morning show make it there for her show as well, to see us both and get readings from both of us. So you guys have a great night. You're very welcome, Bountiful Sea Turtle. Thank you. And I will see you all tomorrow. Bye now.